Oh, okay. There's the game. Tad zoomed in. Don't worry, I'm not normally this entertaining. I'm jamming. Where's me face? Yeah, we're shirtless, baby. Okay, getting real close. Hello, hello, hello. We are playing some more Slowpoke Shack. Now, since we've played, there's been a little update. Oh, look at that smooth camera action. What are you helping me with, Uncle? Let me talk to you. Those bastards. We are playing the Slowpoke Shack. Now, as of recording, yesterday or today, depending on the time zone, this game received its 1.0 update, which means the game is now complete. It's not like I got up to the end of the demo anyway, but now we can play this game until its completion, which is pretty sick. Where do I need to go? The bridge got fixed, right? So we're crossing the bridge. I've never been here before. We're in new territory. Oh, Mega Ninja. If you want to shack up, all it takes is a plane ticket to where am I? Japan. Or if you want to shack up next year, you'll have to take a plane ticket to Australia. But you just say the word, and I'll come, winky face. Let's try to do it together. In sync. I'm sorry, I'm degenerate. Let's try to, give me a second to get up my phone stream manager thing. Let's try to, actually be a normal, good person when we play Pokemon this time. That's an interesting cave. That's Hannah, our school's renewed for our beach volleyball team. It's no surprise. Really? Can I see the court you guys use? Not making shit up, are you? Is this where you play a beach volleyball? What do you mean? What do you mean, Mega Ninja? What are you trying to say? My Pokemon and I are taking a break from training to enjoy this weather. It is pretty nice weather. It was raining a lot today. Or yesterday, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, did something bad happen to our little cousin, right? I love the seats in this hospital. Yeah, they are. Life sucks. Oh, this is a Pokemon hospital and a human hospital. That's kind of good. Restored your Pokemon to full health. Have a good day. Come on and smack. And welcome to the smack. Let's shack. Actually, this game has a quest log, right? After the secret mission at the King's Kitchen is uncovered the clown's plan to replicate Bartos, it's time to stop the food scientist at the beach. Oh, I remember. I don't remember. But something about the food scientist having to, hand in the invention in person. All good, Mega Ninja. I'll try to distract you as much as possible by saying the most unhinged things that I can. So this is where I need to go. Before we go here, let's check out the rest of the town. So since this game is now 1.0 and it now has an ending, Hero Voltsy played it to completion, and he gave a glowing review. He seemed like he really liked it. So I've already been enjoying this game, but I'm very much looking forward to being able to fully experience it now. I've got a shell bell. Let's put that on someone before I forget that I ever have it. God, why do I have so many competitive items? Let's give it to Corvus Squire, why not? Why not? Flavor text? Ah, fuck you, Kenny. What are you doing here, old man? I already talked to you, I think. So this is the school that our little cousin goes to and got a few days off because the bridge was broken. I remember that much at least. But we're not going to school right now because we're grown up. Highway, vehicles only. I'm a vehicle. No, I'm not. Did I even say anything bad? I mean, I've already talked about calm. I feel like we've crossed any possible boundary. Sorry to disappoint you, Captain America. Or Iron Man. I can't remember who says that quote. The music's here kind of interesting. Oh, hello, Wingo. I do need, what, one more party member? No, I've got 6 party members. I'm dumb. Wimpod? Wimpod could be cool. Ready to jam with some music? Well, I was enjoying the background music for this area already. Oh, they added a fast forward button. So I guess it works like Last Wish, where, which makes sense because Endless helped on this game a little bit. Where you can just fast forward in battle. I'll try that, I'll enjoy that. Oh, and I've got little Bugman to help me out. Problem is when I fast forward I stop paying attention. But that's okay, that's not a big deal. Can I do even faster? No, just 2 modes. Yeah, speaking of those gachas, I found it pretty funny that you can like auto battle on Pokemon Pocket Camp or whatever it's called. I know that's not what it's called, but you know what I mean. Because normally like card games are supposed to be quite tactical and like you're thinking about what choice to make. But just like every mobile game nowadays, it has an autoplay button so that you can just, I guess, not play it either. Why did I do that? I mean, I kind of get it because since it's like such a simplified version of the card game, there are like a fair few turns where you really are just waiting for turns to take place and you should deal like damage to each other turn after turn, trading hits with not much else happening. Yeah. Oh, hey Mike, how's it going? Oh, Mike's our friend. Mike's a bus man. Why is he pissed? What have you done? I'm enjoying Pocket Card TCG. It's honestly made me very sad because I want to, let's read this dialogue first. He orders 2 cups of coffee every day. Bit of an odd guy. I do like Mike. I think Mike's a good guy. Mike's like okay, I should be careful what I say. Mike is a lovable character in Breaking Bad, and he is also a lovable character in this game. I'll not go so far as to say that Mike is a good person in Breaking Bad, because most people in that TV show aren't good, but Mike is definitely a lovable character. Pokemon card jockey, yeah, something like that, not quite. But yeah, playing Pokemon card TCG, or whatever it's called, made me really miss playing the actual Pokemon TCG. Because I used to play a lot of TCG Live when I was in Melbourne, and I would also, go to in-person events. I did one, Cup League, or whatever it's called. I would try to go to Gym Leader Challenge, which was like a fun format, non-standard format. I'd try to go once a week, but often I wouldn't actually go once a week, but I would try. And I would go to every pre-release for the recent pre-releases. I really enjoyed that so much. I had built my own deck and had a lot of fun. And just playing the Pocket game made me really miss that. So I really want to try to maybe in these last 6 months I have in Japan, try to join somewhere I can play Pokemon cards. But that's going to be tough, I think, because my Japanese is so limited. But I did talk to I have 2 friends in Japan. I talked to one of them being do you know anywhere, do you happen to have any friends that are into Pokemon cards that wouldn't mind helping some dirty gaijin that doesn't speak Japanese well enough? Hey Carver, KK'd. I don't need a Miltank on my team, I've got better Pokemon. And while they didn't know anyone who played Pokemon cards, they did know someone who's really into trading card games and who has a bunch of other friends who are into trading card games. Oh my god, it's Jeffrey. I'll finish my story first. And so now it's got kind of organized that I'm gonna try to learn the One Piece card game. It's not Pokemon, but apparently this person who's into One Piece card game, they have other friends who might also be into Pokemon card games. So maybe if I can just infiltrate their friend group, maybe I can start playing Pokemon card games in Japan as well with people who hopefully don't mind having to play slowly with someone who can barely read the cards. Sorry to disappoint you, Karthik, but Mega said he's gone AFK, so he might not be able to hear you through text. But yeah, I'm not catching any Miltank. I'm happy with my team. Let's go see what Jeffrey's up to. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying the One Piece card game. I know nothing about it, but it will also just be nice to talk to new people here and hopefully make some friends. I have a question. What is it? Can he catch his? Huh? Pardon? Never mind. Only cool folks get that joke, aka endless. Anyways, great to see you again. Want to hear a fun fact? Sure. Did you know that Lotad footprints are shaped like lily pads? That is a fun fact, I didn't know that. Interesting. Isn't that adorable? That makes me think about how I got French Joshua card. Oh, that's really cute. That's really nice to source to help you get that. And Ludicoro's footprint is like a donut. Is that true? How hilarious is that? And what about Lombre? Oh, be careful, Jeffrey doesn't like Lombre. Who? Oh boy. I love that the music even stopped. Anyway, I've got... He really doesn't like Lombre. Anyway, I've got a... What are you making the Shaq jokes again? We can just say Shaq. I feel like Shaq Up makes sense. You've been over this. Do I need to pull out for Google? Urban Dictionary. Shack Up. Let's see. This is my show stream button. To shack up, to move into a shared accommodation with someone, generally of opposite sex for the purpose of sexual intercourse. I've shacked up with a few Sheilas. Wait, this must be Australian then, because Sheilas is Australian. Maybe this is Australian slang. To be shacked up is to be living together and sleeping together and not married. Tony and Mary moved in together. They've shacked up. Couples who live together, often while having sex, and are not married. I didn't know you couldn't be married. Get the shacking up mug. No thank you. Regularly hit the sheets with someone you are not dating or casually moving in with someone you regularly hit the sheets with. Living in sin. Grow the fuck up. To be in a relationship with someone for more than sexual reason and not allowed to or be able to date other people. This one has a lot of added side effects. To hunker down, to base yourself, that's different. You're not what I'm looking for. Giving someone a blowjob, you are also just completely out of it. Okay. Okay. Racking up shacks and stacking hay bales. Okay. Shack up with your girlfriend. What all teenage and young adult men aged 14 to 22 or so need to do if they want to avoid embarrassing PDA moments. I know PDA, public displays of affection. What does any of this make sense with? Not only do our men need to know what shack up with your girlfriend actually means, but they also need to learn what decorum is and not to insult their parents' values. By Sexy Dimmer. What happens if I click the random button? Tax. That's boring. Okay, well that's our fun detour of today. Whatever that means. But yeah, sorry, see you at Zaf. Enjoy your study. Sorry about that. I hope your study goes well. See you, Tack. Have a good one. You can shack up. Well, it sounds like you have to not be married to shack up Mega Ninja. Hey, Jeffrey. Hey, Kenny. How you doing? Look who I found in the game again. Anyway, I've got another special mission for you. This special mission is extra special. Can he go to sleep? It's like 1 a... It's like 2 a.m. This time catch 10 unique Pokemon. Have I done that? To Lotad or not to Lotad? That is the question. Okay, so I don't have 10. How many am I at? My save doesn't tell me? You stripped down the UI so much that I've been tricked. I don't have a Pokédex! Do I? Am I stupid? I guess just go catch some Pokemon. Hello, Sandygast. I think I've only caught 6 Pokemon because that's... Clobbopus seems like it'll be easy to catch. Maybe this is going to be difficult if I'm in double battle. We'll see. But yeah, Kenny, I saw like the glowing review that Voltsy left for this game. It's very nice to see. I swear Voltsy is like such a good guy. He's been playing fan games for so long, but he still like genuinely enjoys them and genuinely like gets what makes a good fan game. Which I don't know, it's just like cool to see. I guess I'm catching a Wimpod or a Wimpod. That one's been paralyzed, so let's catch another one. Oh, they've all been paralyzed. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this game to completion. Hopefully, like, my memory's good enough about what's happened. I think I still remember, like, the overarching plot. I know about the stuff with the weird shrine and the maybe time travel, but we really don't know yet. Or maybe not time travel, but visions of the future. But also maybe visions of the past. But I don't know. But yeah, I had trouble starting today's stream because I forgot, like, the small thing of what I had to do, which was, go to the beach and find the food scientist, but I vaguely remember now, which is good. It's so crazy that, like, it's not hot here anymore, because I'm so used to just being, like, constantly hot and having to have the, air conditioning on. But now it's actually cool, and it felt kind of cold, so I looked up to check my air conditioner to see if I had left it on, but it's off. I'm just cold from the outside weather, which is crazy to me. But I'm not wearing a shirt, because I just showered or something. I don't know if that makes sense. Probably not, but it's what I'm doing. So if Endless comes in here, he can get mad at me or whatever. I'm not shirting up, just like I'm not shacking up. Chose a bad Pokemon to try to catch. Can you use your Paralyze move? I'm not far at all, Karthik. I'm still very early in the game. I'm still hunting down the food scientist or whatever. Like, I didn't finish the demo. Sorry, I should clarify that. I think that's why I'm being confused. I didn't reach the end of the demo. I'm very slow at getting through games, which is why I haven't played Nightmare yet. But yeah. I understand confusion, don't worry, because you'd think if I'm talking about this game finally being complete, it sounds like I was waiting for 1.0. When I had no right to be waiting for 1.0 since I wasn't even at that content yet. I will play Nightmare, just like genuinely see you in like maybe 2 years. Because I wasn't even like I was planning this to be the last jam game I play. But then apparently Covenant is actually a good game. So I feel like I should play it because apparently it's good, and I'm curious. I want to play it. And then after that, I have to do Vinemon. And then after that, I can finally do Nightmare. And then at some point, at least do not Armin, because I told Armin I'd play Cobalt Crimson, and I do want to play Cobalt Crimson. How fucking long have I been taken? Cobalt Crimson is on the list after Nightmare. After To the Lake. Am I at 10 now? Oh, I have. I caught 10 unique Pokemon. Brilliant, I'll give you a 10 out of 10. My reward is the Pokemon I caught? Probably. Nope. Oh, really? Nope, since this was an extra special mission, you get an extra special reward. A hug from me. Oh. I really want to play Crimson and Cobalt. I think I'll love it. I know Andy didn't like it because he didn't really like how, like, crude it could be at times, but I don't think I mind, and, like, hot girls, I'm a lot more horny than Andy, I think. So, like, hot girls can really just sway my opinion very easily. Thanks, but I'll pass. I want the hug, maybe. Okay, bye. Oh! So I guess that fully answers the question about whether it's a mask or makeup or whatnot. That is, maybe a human Lotad, or maybe a Lotad in a suit? I guess at some point we get Surf, maybe? Unless that connects somewhere up there. How do I get around? Oh, there's a staircase. Oh, I guess that was just a path to Jeffrey. Well, I'm glad we did that quest, even if our reward was a hug. And the Pokemon we caught. Yeah, Kenny, what's your question? Am I gonna like this? Am I gonna feel shame? Is no, right? I think, if anything... Because if I think, what's a furry? A furry is someone with a fursona. And Jeffrey, in this case, is the fursona. So if anything, that would make Kenny the furry. Because Jeffrey is an actual half animal, half human creature. The furry is a person who dresses up as their fursona. Or they don't have to dress up, they just have to have a fursona. So I feel like you've kind of outed yourself here, Kenny. Because I wasn't really considering it. But it does make you the furry. Oh, totally. Kenny, are you uneducated? If Jeffrey's actually dressing up, then he is a furry. But if he is actually like half animal, then you are the furry. Yeah. Technically humans are animals, sure. But we're not dressing up as humans. Then, well, Kenny, the thing is, like, there's categories of furries. Furries is, like, the broad term. But then you have, like, scalies, which are, like, reptile furries. But they're still furries, because furries is, like, the bigger circle. You have, like, a big circle for furries. And then a smaller circle for, you know, for scalies, which sounds like it doesn't make sense, but it's like, I guess it's like maths. You know how, like, you have a big circle called complex numbers, and then inside the big circle you have real numbers. Real numbers is just a subset of complex numbers. I feel like this is pretty basic knowledge. I feel like everybody's heard of scalies. It's not really a... Yeah, but it's like the word... The meaning behind the word transcends the etymology or whatever. Like, it's deeper than that. The word has more meaning than... It's like how fan games should be a category of all, like, games made in the image of Pokemon. but now it's kind of like changed, and now fan games now specifically means RMXP. Even though I don't really agree with that, that's kind of like how it's turned out. So even though it sounds like furries should have fur, it's built different. Then take out the O. Different. Entomology? There's one other word. There's some letter that's different. The word for words, you know what I mean. Rankins in Scientology, is it not just Tom Cruise at the top? That's my understanding of Scientology. Do I want to know why you have an extensive knowledge of Scientology? Have you been funneling your money into a cult? Kibble and Chuckle, kind of annoying Pokemon to deal with, but luckily this dude has a Snorlax which can just take care of anything. Until he uses Yawn instead of some attack and move. That's one of them down. Air Cutter for Farley. Okay, maybe. Can you stop using Yawn and attack him, please? Please, you've already yawned him, you don't need to yawn him again. Oh, I now used Rest when you were on like full HP. I'm gonna kill you, Uncle. There we go. But yeah, I won't say too much, but we recorded an episode of Hints of History. I think we've been public about this. With the guest of Atomic Reactor. And trying to like act somewhat like civilized, because Atomic Reactor was giving really good, like, nice answers to questions. But like multiple times in the conversation, Miltank came up, and it felt like my mask was gonna come off, and I was just gonna start getting into an argument about this shit again. But luckily, it didn't. But like, I felt like chips falling off as my true Joker persona was beginning to come out. But we were fine. No Miltank discussions. You! Stop right there! Huh? Who's that? We found the food scientist. Oh, it's you! Do you have two monitors, or do you have like some sort of like side monitor? What's up with that? Oh, it's a guy from Slowpoke Stank! That makes so much sense. You're one of those losers. What are you two doing in my house without my permission? We're here to stop you from replicating those hot dogs. That sausage? What's the big deal? The big deal is that it's my own recipe. You can't just steal it. Steal. I'm just doing my job. You got a problem? Take it up with Madison. We're taking it up with you. Now. Hand over the sausage. You want my sausage? You're gonna have to find me for it. As far as I know, Brett paid for that sausage fair and square. So technically, you're the one in the wrong here. Kingler's Kitchen is simply drawing inspiration from your meals. You should be flattered. Now if you don't leave, I'll call the cops. Darcy would understand, wouldn't she? Archer. He's not really breaking any laws. Darcy's the cop. See, I do remember the story. What? But my business is at stake. I'm fed up with you goons. All I see... I bet Kenny had a lot of fun writing goons there. All I see from you lot is jealousy and greed. Why can't we just work together peacefully? That's not how the world works, you child. Our job's our lives, we depend on it. And mine is too. You're just a kid chasing an impossible dream, messing around in the adult world. Ever since you came to this town, our profits have dropped. If this keeps up, we'll face pay cuts. Our families will be impacted, don't you see? It's survival of the fittest. Give up already. No. Yeah, it kind of like sucks to think about it that way, because I do kind of get where it's coming from. But obviously, I guess like in an ideal world, we'd be able to make our living through moral jobs. But it is kind of just like that, right? Every action for something is an action against something else. If you want more money dedicated to the education sector, that money's got to come out of somewhere. Everything is like give and take, and it just fucking sucks, and there's no simple answers in life anyway. Enough dooming. Let's play our happy Pokemon game. But yeah, life sucks. The damn forestry people want money just so that they can look after their forests and keep their national parks free entry so that people don't have to pay to go on walks in them. But where the fuck do they get their money? From the government? From where does the government get their money from? From some other sector? And then where does that sector get the money that they want? Nobody's fucking happy. Everybody fucking has to suffer for someone else to gain. Life sucks. It's just all a vicious cycle and we're all just trying to make ends meet. Ups and downs, just like a vicious sine curve. It's doom hours. You know, there's this movie, right? And I've talked a bit about this before, but it's called, I've also talked about the book a lot before. It's called I'm Thinking of Ending Things. Anyway, very depressing sounding title, but it's like somewhat okay, without saying too much. But in the movie version of that book, they have a poem. Or maybe it's in the book too. Or maybe it's only in the book. In some version of I'm Thinking of Ending Things, they have a poem called Dog Bone or something. I'll see if I can find it. Dog Bone. I'm gonna get a suicide hotline if I Google this, aren't I? I'm thinking of ending things. No, I didn't. Wow. Bone Dog? Bone Dog. I think it's in the movie. Maybe. There's one line that I really like. And I'm being like... Let's show this. Sorry for being sidetracked so much. I'm being like somewhat comedic when I say this, but I genuinely do like kind of like the line because it's like cool imagery. As you can see, the poem's very long. I didn't realize this was a real poem. I think this is from before the movie came out. I didn't realize it was a real poem. But the line that I like is... Oh no, it is from the movie. I like the poem so much that I felt the need to rewrite it again and I left some big impact on me. Make sure you watch the movie, it's on Netflix. Watch the movie, I can't promise you'll like it. But I think you should watch the movie. Where is it? Where's the line? Here we go. It's sort of, you sign on the onslaught of identical days. One might as well at a time. Well, anyway, you're back. The sun goes up and down like a tide whore. The weather immobile like a broken limb. While you just keep getting older. Nothing moves on. Nothing moves but the shifting tides of salt in your body. Your vision blares. You carry your weather with you. The big blue whale. A skeletal darkness. So as funny as it is to laugh at the line, the sun goes up and down like a tide whore. It is like quite a good line, I think. But just the imagery of that, because I've never looked at like a... Well, first, I've never looked at a sun and thought of it as going up and down, because normally you think of a sun going round and round, not up and down. But I guess if your days are all blown into one and you just feel like time is passing on in a depressing way, then yeah, it feels like the sun is going up and down. And just for comparison to like the thrusts of a tide whore is like so like jarring, but like I honestly see it. Like if your days are going up and down, up and down, up and down, it's like the rhythm of which someone would do something like that. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. But really interesting line. This poem is probably the best thing out of the whole movie. Yeah. Yeah. Back to the game. And back to not being Depresso mode. God, I'm an electric type, but I'm fighting... I actually don't think I can win this fight. I'm going to really have to depend on s'mores. Can you not use... Can you do something other than yawn? I think you have an attacking move. Can you do something other than rest? No? Okay. That's chill. Yeah, I think we're going to really struggle here. I'm really going to have to depend on my partner. Farley has air cutter, but like... Maybe I should use sand attack? Can you not use yawn? Can you do something else? Are these gonna be any better? Don't think so. Use metronome. Use self-destruct. Okay, you've helped me out a little bit here. Barley's down, but maybe S'more can make this work if you get lucky with... Well, you have Crunch. Why haven't you been using Crunch the whole time? There you go. Metronomed to success. Ah, fine. Take your pathetic sausage and leave. That's what she said. Thank you. Let me guess, you already cloned the sausage? Heh, idiots. His whole life is about to be ruined. He doesn't even know it. Go S'mores. Just spam in yawn. We did it, Archer. Archer? Sorry, I'm just exhausted. Mia was right. I should have taken the day off. Rest for a moment. Oh, you know about resting, don't you, Lou? I've seen your Snorlax just spamming rest for no good reason. You've been pushing yourself too hard. I knew this was going to be difficult, but I just want to succeed, to prove myself. And you will, but not at the cost of your health. Let's head back to your home, and you'll get some rest. You have me and Mia to help you get through this. Thanks, Uncle Lou. I really needed that. I do kind of like where the story is going. Oh, right. Okay. I was like, where'd you go? Where'd you go, Lou? But it makes sense. Oh, this just loops around? Yeah. Because, I do remember kind of that, like, Archer was getting quite angry, and I feel like, I guess we'll see where the story goes. But whatever way it chooses to go, I'm interested. Obviously, there's a bit about Archer overworking himself. But I also feel like due to his overwork, he is just straight up becoming a worse person because he's so stressed out. And that's not something estranged from real life. That's kind of what happens too. Like, it's pretty easy to see how we can torture ourselves and it results in like an erosion of our character. And we become a more angry and bitter person. Because Archer was really like a you're not you when you're hungry kind of Archer, it seems like. He was getting quite heated. Anyway, where's Mia at? Let's save just in case something bad happens. God, I play games so slowly. I feel like we haven't made much progress, but I've been playing for 40 minutes now. I guess that's what happens when I fucking like read random ass poems. Where do I take? Do I just go back to my house and sleep? You don't want to come with me. You want to go see Mia. Mia is in bed, sick from school, right? Where's your house, Uncle Lou? Here? Ah, this must be it. Oh no, this is Fat Kid. See you. I don't want to be reminded of Cake Kid. Not here. Is Mia resting at the police station? No. Is the house one of these? No. Quest log. Help me out. That's not quest log. Oh, just go to sleep. Okay. I don't need to see Mia. Maybe. Or maybe Mia is resting in my bed. You get some sleep, okay? Yeah, alright. See you, champ. See ya. Then I wake up in 6 hours, start work again. Oh, a vicious cycle.